you're over 60, have you ever wondered, why do loved ones, especially your grandkids, sometimes gently avoid you, even though you bathe daily and smell fresh? No one talks about it, but as someone with over 30 years of experience in geriatric medicine, I want to share a truth with you. Old people smell is real, and it has nothing to do with poor hygiene. I know this may come as a surprise, but please stay with me, because what I'm about to share might completely change the way you care for yourself in your golden years. It could help you live healthier, feel more confident, and never feel ashamed again. The older adult smell. It's not about being dirty, it's biology. Many seniors feel hurt when they hear terms like old people smell. It can feel like an insult, implying they're unclean or unloved. But as a doctor who has walked alongside thousands of elderly patients, I want to reassure you, this body odor is a natural biological phenomenon caused by changes in your body's chemistry as you age. According to research from the Japanese Institute of Biological Chemistry, as we grow older, our skin begins producing a compound called 2-nonenal, especially around the back, neck, and behind the ears. This compound is responsible for that distinct scent, one that younger people can often detect clearly, even if you can't. In fact, 99% of older adults are unable to smell it on themselves. And guess what? Even if you shower every single day, 2-nonenal continues to be produced. Why? Because it's the result of oxidation of unsaturated fatty acids under your aging skin. In other words, soap and water alone can't fully eliminate it, unless we understand and address the root cause. Why do younger people notice, but never say anything? Over the years, I've seen heartbreaking moments. Grandparents who are neat, clean, and well-dressed, even meticulous, and yet their grandkids quietly avoid hugging them or sitting close. Why? Because that subtle scent, while not strong like body odor, tends to linger and stands out to younger, more sensitive noses. But because these are beloved grandparents or parents, most people choose silence. They don't want to offend or hurt your feelings. And so, a quiet gap begins to form, not out of lack of love, but simply due to a scent no one knows how to talk about. So what can we do? Here's my professional advice. The good news is, while we can't stop the body's natural aging process, we can manage the scent that comes with it, effectively and gently. In the next part, I'll be sharing simple daily habits that help reduce 2-nonenal buildup, foods and herbs that support your body from the inside, and little-known yet powerful skincare and body care products designed specifically for older adults. Stay with me, because you deserve to live healthy, happy, and confident at any age. Don't let old people smell become an invisible wall between you and your loved ones. Let me, someone who has dedicated a lifetime to studying senior health, walk this journey with you, helping you understand and overcome this gently, naturally, and with love. The natural biological causes of aging, how our body changes over time. I understand that after hearing the previous part, many older adults might feel disheartened or even start doubting themselves. But please, don't blame yourself. What's happening to your body isn't because you haven't taken care of yourself, but because age has quietly changed the way your body works, in a very specific, natural way. Here are 3 main biological mechanisms that cause older adults to develop a distinct body odor, even when maintaining good daily hygiene. 1. Reduced sweating, decreased ability to eliminate toxins through the skin. From age 60 and up, the sweat glands begin to function less effectively. At first glance, this might seem like a good thing, less sweating. But in fact, sweat doesn't just cool the body. It also helps eliminate toxins through the skin. When the body sweats less, harmful substances and byproducts of metabolism aren't fully expelled. Instead, they start to build up on the skin's surface. Naturally existing skin bacteria then break down these substances, creating unusual and persistent odors, especially when these areas aren't cleaned properly or when clothes aren't changed regularly. 2. Changes in sebum, the production of 2-nonenal. This is the most well-known and characteristic reason behind what's commonly referred to as the old person smell. Sebaceous glands, which produce oil to soften and protect the skin, begin to generate a compound called 2-nonenal starting around the age of 50 to 60. This is an oxidized fatty compound with a strong, musty, and unpleasant odor that's difficult to remove with regular soap and water. Why does 2-nonenal appear? As we age, the body becomes less able to maintain antioxidant balance, especially due to lower levels of natural antioxidants like vitamin E, vitamin C, and glutathione. The unsaturated fats in sebum oxidize and form 2-nonenal, a signature aging smell that younger people often detect easily. This compound tends to build up in areas such as the back of the neck, behind the ears, the back of shirts, the chest and underarms. Even with daily bathing, if these areas aren't thoroughly cleaned or if inappropriate soap is used, the odor may persist. That's because 2-nonenal tends to cling to fabrics, bedding, and clothing, and can linger for a long time. 3. Dry mouth, a common yet overlooked cause of bad breath. Many older adults complain, "I brush my teeth twice a day and rinse regularly, but I still have bad breath." This is entirely possible because dry mouth is a common condition among older adults due to reduced function of the salivary glands. Side effects of medications for chronic conditions, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease. Drinking less water, often to avoid nighttime urination or because of a reduced sense of thirst. Saliva acts as a biological shield, protecting the mouth from bacteria. Without enough saliva, bacteria, especially anaerobic bacteria that thrive in low-oxygen environments, multiply quickly. These bacteria produce volatile sulfur compounds, which cause bad breath even with good oral hygiene. And here's the thing. This is one of the most noticeable smells during close conversations, but people are often too polite to mention it. In summary, it's not your fault. Your body is simply aging naturally. Body odor in older adults results from changes in sweat production, less sweat, toxin buildup, changes in the skin's sebum composition, leading to 2-nonenal, dry mouth, loss of the mouth's natural self-cleaning ability. These are natural, unavoidable biological processes. But the good news is, with the right knowledge and proper care, we can manage, minimize, and regain our confidence. 3 commonly overlooked body areas, the main sources of odor in older adults. Have you ever wondered, "I bathe every day, I'm very clean. So why do my children or grandchildren still say I have an odor?" The answer lies in the areas of the body we often forget. As a doctor, I've spoken with thousands of older patients. One thing I've noticed is that many of them bathe regularly, but not thoroughly. And not thoroughly means skipping over exactly the areas that need the most attention. One area is with skin folds, where sweat and dead skin accumulate most. As we age, the skin becomes looser, creating more folds. These folds are perfect hiding places for bacteria, fungi, and dirt if not properly cleaned. Commonly neglected areas include back of the neck, where sebaceous glands are active but hard to reach. Behind the ears, thin, warm skin that easily traps sweat. Underarms, home to apocrine sweat glands, which are more likely to cause strong odors. Under the breasts, especially in older women, often moist, prone to fungal growth. Belly button, small but can become a bacteria trap if not cleaned. Groin and buttocks, lots of folds, friction, and potential for infection. Behind the knees and elbows, easily traps sweat but often overlooked. Care tips: use a soft loofah, damp washcloth, or bath sponge to gently massage with mild soap. Bathe with warm, not hot, water to avoid drying out the skin. After bathing, dry skin folds thoroughly and consider using medical talcum powder or a light moisturizer if sweating is common. 2. Hairy areas, where bacteria and odor quietly linger. Hairy areas are often forgotten but can trap odors long-term, especially if not cleaned and dried properly. Key areas to watch: scalp can collect sweat, dandruff, and oil. If not washed thoroughly, it can develop an unpleasant smell. Chest and abdomen in men. Dense hair can trap moisture and heat. Underarms, hair plus sweat glands equals a prime spot for odor buildup. Care tips: wash your hair 2 to 3 times per week with a shampoo suitable for aging scalps, anti-dandruff, antibacterial, moisturizing. Clean underarms thoroughly with mild antibacterial soap. Trim excess hair if it's too thick. Always dry hairy areas completely after bathing. Moisture encourages bacterial growth. 3. Areas with high sweat gland concentration, where odor builds up most easily. In older adults, sweat glands may be less active, but the sweat becomes more concentrated. That means each drop contains more waste and more potential odor. Important areas include feet, packed with sweat glands. Wearing closed shoes can worsen odor. Between the toes, often forgotten during bathing. Palms can harbor bacteria if not washed thoroughly. Care tips: wash your feet every night with warm water and a pinch of salt or a few drops of apple cider vinegar. Clean between your toes and dry them thoroughly before putting on socks. Use foot powder if you wear shoes all day. Wash your hands regularly, not only to prevent illness, but also to reduce bacterial odors. Don't just bathe. Take full body care. Many people think bathing alone is enough, but if you skip the key areas listed above, body odor can persist and may even become more noticeable with age. Remember these 3 golden rules. Clean thoroughly, the right spots, the right way. Use products that suit aging skin. Always dry completely after bathing to prevent fungus and bacteria. 3 small daily habits, big impact on body odor. An elderly body is like a quiet garden. Just a little gentle care each day, and its natural scent will bloom. After decades in the medical field, I've realized body odor in older adults doesn't just come from the skin. It's deeply tied to daily habits. And sometimes, just a few small changes can bring surprising results. 1. Drink warm water. Flush out toxins through the digestive system. Many seniors drink less water than needed, often due to concerns about nighttime urination or mobility. However, dehydration leads to toxin buildup in the body, which may exit through the skin and cause unpleasant odors. Benefits of drinking warm water: supports the liver and kidneys in removing toxins, dilutes sweat and urine, making them less odorous, helps reduce bad breath, especially when paired with morning rinsing, enhances blood circulation, and keeps the skin clean and fresh. How to do it: drink a glass, about 7 ounces/200 milliliters, of warm water first thing in the morning to flush the digestive tract. Throughout the day, sip 5 more small glasses. Limit intake in the evening to avoid interrupting sleep. Tip: add a slice of fresh ginger or a lemon in the morning for a gentle detox effect. 2. Take a gentle walk in the morning or late afternoon sun. Many people avoid exercise because they're afraid sweat will cause odor. But in fact, light sweating can help the body eliminate waste and reduce odor over time. Why walking helps: encourages the release of waste from under the skin, improves circulation, promoting healthier, more youthful skin. Sunlight boosts mood and reduces stress, which indirectly helps control body odor. Simple routine: walk gently for 15 to 30 minutes in the early morning before 8 a.m. or late afternoon after 4:30 p.m. Wear breathable shoes and cotton clothing. After sweating, dry the underarms, back, and other areas to prevent moisture buildup. Note: avoid walking in harsh sunlight. Choose cooler times to protect your skin and heart. 3. Shower with warm water. Dry thoroughly, especially skin folds. Bathing is essential, but how you bathe makes a big difference in body odor. Choosing the right water temperature, using gentle cleansers, and drying properly are key. Why proper bathing works: warm water opens pores and washes away sweat and oil, softens dead skin cells that often trap odor. Thorough drying prevents bacteria and fungus growth in moist areas. How to shower effectively: shower in the evening, especially after physical activity, to rinse off sweat. Use a mild soap instead of harsh antibacterial soaps that dry out the skin. Gently clean folds like underarms, groin, navel, back of neck, and behind the ears using a soft towel or cloth. After bathing, pat dry thoroughly with a clean towel. Use a hair dryer on low heat for hard to dry areas like between the toes. Bonus tips: add a few drops of tea tree or grapefruit essential oil to your bath water. Apply a light layer of medical-grade baby powder to skin folds to reduce moisture and odor. Body odor doesn't just come from the skin. It comes from how your body works inside. The human body is like a sophisticated biological factory. Everything we eat is broken down, metabolized, and eliminated. Some foods produce pleasant smells, while others create compounds that can make sweat and breath smell stronger. As we age, our metabolism slows down, meaning these odor-causing compounds can linger longer and are more likely to be released through sweat, urine, or breath. 1. Eat more antioxidant-rich foods. Let your body smell good from the inside out. Antioxidants help slow down cell breakdown and support liver and kidney function, reducing the accumulation of odor-causing molecules in the body. Recommended foods to increase: dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. Fresh fruits, oranges, grapefruit, apples, grapes, blueberries. Green tea contains EGSG, a compound known to reduce odor and inflammation. Nuts and seeds, walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, rich in vitamin E to support healthy skin. Carrots and pumpkin, rich in beta-carotene to naturally neutralize body odor. Quick tip: a glass of fresh juice in the morning or a bowl of vegetable soup at night can help balance your body odor within just a few days. 2. Cut back on foods that trigger odor, especially important for seniors. Certain familiar foods in senior diets can be silent contributors to unpleasant body odor. Foods to reduce: raw onions and garlic contain sulfur, which breaks down into smelly gases. Fatty red meats digest slowly and can create excess waste released through sweat. Cheese, butter, and full-fat dairy often lead to bloating and smelly breath. Fried and greasy foods, hard to break down, can overburden the liver and contribute to bad breath and body odor. Alcohol and sugary drinks increase sweating and disturb the skin's natural pH balance. Special note: seniors should prioritize water over sugary or artificially sweetened drinks. Even sugar-free sodas often contain additives that disrupt digestion and cause bad breath. 3. Add ginger, shiso leaves, and herbs to your meals. Fast natural odor control. This traditional tip is backed by modern science and one I often recommend. Helpful additions: shiso, fish mint, and basil contain natural aromatic oils that help regulate sweat odor. Fresh ginger supports digestion, fights bacteria, and reduces bad breath. Fresh lemon helps the liver detox the bloodstream effectively. When using garlic, cook it thoroughly instead of eating it raw to prevent it from seeping through your skin. Aging is not deterioration, it's the body's natural transformation. When you reach your 60s, 70s, or beyond, every cell in your body is working harder than ever, but still resilient, still loving you in the quietest ways. Body odor in older age is a very real thing, but it should never be seen as something shameful. It's not because you don't bathe. It's not due to poor hygiene. It's simply a natural result of biological aging. Science shows we can gently, safely, and effectively improve this. All it takes is drinking enough water and walking each morning, thoroughly cleaning often neglected areas of the skin, eating more fruits and vegetables while cutting back on greasy foods, and giving yourself a little daily care and kindness. You'll begin to feel lighter, fresher, and most importantly, more confident around your children and grandchildren, never hesitating to offer a hug or hold a hand, because closeness and love are the most sacred parts of growing older. A pleasant scent not only makes you feel better, it draws your loved ones closer. There are no more invisible barriers, only connection, affection, and warm moments with your family. Growing older is not the final chapter, it's the most profound one. You deserve to live clean, fresh, healthy, and with dignity, just like in the best years of life. Remember, body odor is something you can manage as long as you understand its cause and stay committed to making small, meaningful changes. See you in the next videos, where I'll continue walking with you, step by step, toward a healthier, happier, and more confident life.